If you can't handle the heat, then back off on the cayenne. Or find the nearest exit and don't let the door hit you where God split you. Because today we're gonna be making a seafood linguine Fra Diavolo. And we all know there's no taming this recipe, we just have to tackle it. Under the sea. Shrimp. I'm using 1/4 teaspoon of paprika, cayenne, dried oregano, 1/4 teaspoon, dried thyme, garlic powder. And now we're gonna saute this over medium-high heat for about 2 minutes on each side until they turn into a nice pink color. That way I know that they're done. So the best part about this dish is everything cooks in the same pot. I'm taking 1/2 pound of mussels and putting it in some cold water with about 1 tablespoon of flour. This way, when the mussels they suck in the water, they're going to purge out the sand. My favorite technique to cut onions. Slice across. You turn the onion and you face it now towards you. Chop on down. And then you flip it again, sideways, and you come with your knife, you keep the point down, and you go back and forth, just like that. I grew up in Miami, and we always went on the boat to catch the freshest fish and seafood, and we'd come home, we'd pull out the saute pan and the tomatoes and all of those amazing spices that make this dish who it is, and we would sit together on a Saturday night eating seafood Fra Diavolo. This seafood dish is one of my absolute favorites. So in the same pot that we cooked our shrimp in, you see these nice brown bits on the bottom that is just scream flavor. We're going to add in 2 garlic cloves that we minced and that onion that we diced. As our onions and garlic cook down, I'm gonna show you how to cut a serrano pepper. Whatever spice level you want, by all means, get after it. Slice off the stem, cut it in half. So what makes the pepper spicy are the seeds inside. So you can decide how spicy you want it. Chop it up and keep some of the seeds in it and give it a nice toss. 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. Cook it until it browns and deepens in flavor. I come from a big family of sauce fans, so you can never go wrong with having enough sauce. A 28-ounce can of whole peeled tomatoes. Come over our pan and squeeze the tomatoes by hand. Bring this to a low boil and then add in 1 tablespoon of sugar to sweeten the tomato sauce and bring out the best in our tomatoes. Really aromatic. I smell the garlic and the onions, the peppers, that tomato. Now it's time to prepare our calamari. Slice them into rings, just like this. And then you can keep the little tentacles whole. Or you can just have I don't want to make fun of food. You can just have little finger puppets. Okay. So our sauce has been simmering for about 8 minutes and you can see that it's thickened up nicely. Add in the sugar to bring out the natural sweetness in the tomatoes. Mix that all together and let this cook for another 2 minutes or so. I'm adding in about 12 clams. Make sure before you put the clams in the pot that they are sealed shut. In directly into the sauce. Cover them and let them cook for about 2 minutes before I add in our mussels. Each mussel, they have a little beard that sticks out. You wanna come and grab that beard and pull it out so that the mussel knows we're gonna cook it. I've de-bearded and we rinsed off the flour and add our mussels in. I can already see some of the clams have opened up. The majority of our mussels and clams have opened up. Continue cooking our seafood and add in our calamari. Our cooked shrimp with all of their juices and sauces. I cooked 1 pound of linguine to add into our 1 pot wonder. Chopping up some parsley, we're gonna need about 2 tablespoons, and adding in the rest of our linguine, 2 teaspoons of red pepper flakes. Our Fra Diavolo is done. I made sure that all of our clams and mussels have opened. Now that's coming in hot. Has a nice kick to it. Again, if you don't like it spicy, cut back on the cayenne and the red pepper flakes. I'm in love.